Let's do this. Welcome to the world of the virtual athlete, where it's man against man, but somebody must get beat. You gotta be man enough to bring that heat, and if you ain't ready to ball, and you should take that seat. From the rooftops of New York to West Palm Beach, you gotta be a fanatic or a b-ball freak. AI crosses you so fast, you thought you would sleep. With the speed of Supernatural when he's spitting on beats, with the precision of Kobe when he's draining from deep. These are true platinum players with games that sweet. Where you go, motto we motto for the ultimate test. T-Mac never the whack, he be coming correct. Ball on 300 for yacht with courts on the deck. Then take a dip in the pool after breaking a sweat. This is NBA ballers, when it's on then it's on. Where the players invite you into their mansions and homes. You might even see a Hummer on some 20s and chromes. It's like Shaq's in a nightmare when he goes in his zone. When Latrell got the rock, never leave him alone. You better guard the basket like a dog does a bone. So many different players, old school varieties. It's like they ball in an underground society. So get in the game, start doing your thing. And when you go to the rack, make sure you bring pain. Nothing but true players, all of the top guys. The one that brought you arch rivals gave you a new vibe. I know you was a fan of NBA jams. He's on fire when the mic's in his hand. We took it to the concrete instead of the hard pine. With titles like Hang Time, even the Showtime. And I'm Supernatural, you can...
Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any indication, the Mavericks certainly look ready too. A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Fred VanVleet.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Today's NBA is truly a skill game, 1 through 5. One team executive said there is a high threshold on big men right now. The big has to do it all. Another said top bigs must have a diverse skill set. Ball handling, shooting, all of it. Guys, these days, size and athleticism are not enough.
Changing like the game is. David, good insight. Thank you. And tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting for each team. Greg, there are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, there's never a substitute for balance. And coaches and players are too smart. You have to keep your opponents guessing. But leave no doubt, the three-pointer is here to stay.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Guard spots filled by VanVleet and Trent. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson out there with Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4. They get it back. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Barnes. Bullock with the rebound. VanVleet against Doncic. Pass to Brunson. Driving the lane. Up top, Bullock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Brunson. His three-pointer's off the mark. VanVleet against Doncic. VanVleet passes to Trent. Back to VanVleet. The Mavericks pull it in.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And an aggressive inside play there from Van Vliet, not letting the foul deny him from getting the shot off.
Toronto shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. Throw good, Van Vliet.
You love seeing guys like Fred Van Vliet make it. Not highly recruited in high school, undrafted out of college. Van Vliet has turned himself into a terrific player in our league.
Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Doncic. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Here's Powell. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, Powell showing you right there that he can play through contact. Very physical and good concentration, too, to get that up and down.
Here's Van Vliet. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Here's Trent after Luka Doncic's bucket. That one goes in.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
The pass to Powell. Here's Finney Smith. Passes it to Brunson. Doncic against Van Vliet. Baseline J on the way, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
You know, Luka's one of those players where the mid-range shot is really a weapon for him, not just an afterthought. I mean, he is lights out from that distance.
Here's Van Vliet. Count it from 12.
Fred Van Vliet.
Van Vliet's got 6.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Now, here's Doncic. Last game out, he had 40 points. Here's Finney Smith, covered by Barnes. Finney Smith can't get it to go. Barnes kicks to Van Vliet. Lets it go from deep. Traps in the tray.
Fred Van Vliet.
He's got 9.
Three.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And Greg, as we near the end of the regular season, some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and the lottery teams sometimes ready to call it a day.
And, well, a lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games do count.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Mavericks dance team. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Mavericks dance team.
The Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Bertans comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Brown, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic. Now, here's Dinwiddie. 26 points for him last game against Golden State.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
There's the pass to Kleba. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Toronto will come the other way. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
Dinwiddie against Flynn. And he lobs it up toward the rim. A dunk by Achua.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Dinwiddie. Flynn grabs the miss. Raptors with the lead. .41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Anunoby kicks to Flynn. 11 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Brown outside. And a missed layup. Raptors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. To the middle.
Sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Now Dinwiddie still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Brunson. 1 second left. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Raptors lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Raptors leading by 3. Travis Berton's out there with Maxi Kleba. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Brown, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Anunoby. That shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. D.A., thank you. Now, here is Young. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
You know, when he gets that close, Young is going to finish with a dunk.
Dinwiddie against Flynn. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And Dinwiddie's very cerebral.
And you know what, Greg? I love what he said. I mean, he said, I think there's a difference between internal confidence and situational confidence. That's a beautiful, profound statement. He believes in himself regardless of his environment and attributes that belief to his upbringing and his family support.
First one falls for him. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Now here's Van Vliet. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Barnes. Pass to Siakam. Shoots over Powell. Siakam misses. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. That ties it up. Doncic has got his third bucket of the night.
Doncic is such a confident player. He knows he can fire off the catch whenever he wants to.
Van Vliet on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. The 11-footer. And the shot is long.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against. And that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You look at the Raptors. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
And I think for Toronto, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
They look to be a dangerous team. I wouldn't have thought that a few months ago, but now I'm a believer.
Here's Trent following the score by Dallas. With the drive. That one's off, still out of sync. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And there's the pass to Doncic. Barnes grabs the miss. Toronto, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Cuts it 5. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Van Vliet's got the game tied up here for Toronto.
And the stroke of Van Vliet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team.
From 12 feet out. And it's Doncic missing. Toronto shooting at a decent 44% clip here. All that he gives them on offense, Siakam's ability, Greg, to switch defensively is key for this team.
And he can legitimately stay in front of guards on the perimeter. I mean, this guy contests shots without fouling. You love the combination of focus and strong fundamentals.
Here's Dinwiddie, power down with both hands.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And here are the Raptors now, following the score by Dallas. He gets that one. Van Vliet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's been all Van Vliet tonight, one of the best undrafted players in league history.
Okay, time now for an injury report. Now, let's get an update on Dwight Powell's injury. David, what's the news there?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Dallas. He told me it's a sprained elbow. Now, they put some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. He'll have to set the rest of this one out, and it's unclear how much longer he'll be out afterwards. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, well, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
The first free throw is good. And so Bullock nails both of them.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 13, and the shot goes in. 1:21 left in the first half. Doncic feeling it out. From outside the arc. Toronto grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Van Vliet. 15 points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. Achua kicks to Anunoby. The tray. He doesn't hit that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Brown, covered by Achua. Doncic passes to Brunson. Now here's Brown. Defense right on him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Van Vliet picks one up.
Team foul.
Look at Luka playing hard, which is always the way he goes. Hits a foul, but keeps pushing and takes his shot, playing through contact.
The Mavericks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. He misses the free throw.
What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Flynn's checked in for the Raptors. Good on the second free throw.
Now an MVP caliber player, Doncic's drive is evident. I mean, he's somebody that wants to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. And he's well on his way based on what he's done thus far.
And here is Flynn, still looking for his first bucket in this one. With the shot. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Raptors leading by just 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, you know, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting them. Hopefully, start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Fred VanVleet has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points and 1 rebound. It was a return to form for him tonight after struggling in their last out. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
The road can be unfriendly, and they've clearly risen to the challenge. They're shrugging off the chants from the fans. Defense, you saw it. That's no. They're playing their focus, and they're getting to work. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
They didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Fred VanVleet has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Raptors with the lead, so the Raptors 5 right now. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Guard spots filled by VanVleet and Trent. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Now, here's Bertans. Following the miss by Fred VanVleet. Stripped it away. And here we go. VanVleet heading to the hoop. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got the first points in the second half up on the board for Toronto.
And great find by VanVleet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Here's Doncic. Siakam pulls it in.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And he makes good on the layup. Siakam's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Now, here's Bertans. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. No one covering.
Oh, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Toronto leading by 3. Here's Trent driving in, and he goes in for the dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
VanVleet, Doncic with the block.
You know, he's not super fast, but the reflexes of Doncic are quick. He's able to jump on the shot and take it away. That's just instinct and understanding how to play.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Finney Smith passes to Brunson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Brunson's got 6.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Passes it to Anunoby. Here's Trent. Brunson covering. Barnes left side. 6 to shoot. VanVleet wide open. Off target from 3-point range. Mavericks trailed by 3.
Well, 1 year at Virginia Tech and 3 more at Florida for Dorian Finney-Smith before going undrafted in 2016.
Well, Greg, you think about it, he also had a year in college, an extra year because he transferred. So that may have scared some teams off, his age and how long he spent in college. But I tell you what, if you're a pro and you've got pro ability and pro attitude, it's going to come out. He's made an impact in the NBA from day one.
And what you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
And he gets others involved, Kevin. Plays great defense, has an excellent feel for the games. He doesn't have to score to impact winning, but if you need points from him, the young fella can provide that as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Bertina's. Brown comes in for Reggie Bullock, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic. That's good from Barnes. Here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Takes it inside, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's Kleber. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, one thing that stands out when you look at Maxi Kleber over the years is dramatic improvement as a shooter.
And Greg, you know what that's all about. Simply, the young man has put the work in. He's been in the gym. That stroke has gone from a weakness to the strength of his game now.
The first one falls, and the Raptors making a change here. And so he makes both from the line. And Toronto has possession. The lead is 2. Up top, Flynn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 1:52 left in the third. Shots good by Achua. 6 points for Precious Achua.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Dinwiddie outside. Drops in the layup for 2. Dinwiddie's got 8 points.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now here's Flynn. 1:12 left to play in the third. A nice shot by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Dinwiddie passes to Finney-Smith. Now here's Kleber, covered by Achua. Brunson scanning the floor. Dinwiddie outside. Just 5 on the clock. And Boucher sends it back. 34 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside Flynn. Throws it up high. Dinwiddie with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. Flynn against Brunson. Dinwiddie with it. Can't hit from in close. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Raptors lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Brown, Jalen Brunson out there with Maxi Kleber, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot. Here's McKayler after the Mavericks pick up 3. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 3.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
Down low. Kleber inside. Defended by Trent.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Anunoby against Dinwiddie. Raptors get it back. Second chance shot. And he recovers it. And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And there's the drive. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
And the Raptors call time here. Travis Bertans checks in for Maxi Kleber. Reggie Bullock comes in for Sterling Brown. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. This is a close game, as you know, but he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our moves. Right now. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Now, here's Trent. Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Trent gets the bucket.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. Bullock passes to Finney-Smith. Here's Bullock. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Jump ball.
So it's Toronto now. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. 4-point game. Lays it up off the glass.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
Here's Doncic. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Back to Doncic. Can it go? It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Van Vliet outside. The pass to Anunoby. Now, here's Siakam. To the paint, here's Van Vliet. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Toronto leading by 8. Trent finds Siakam.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And here is Barnes. Shoots from 8. Again, Toronto.
They've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 10. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Player of the game, Fred Van Vliet.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. Now, here's Doncic. They could use a bucket. Anunoby sends it back. To the inside, Siakam, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Siakam's got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon.
Siakam kicks to Anunoby. For 3, Van Vliet. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
And a shoot-first point guard, Van Vliet understands how to get defenders to foul him when taking shots.
And that one will not go for him, but he does have 2 more to shoot. Brownie's checked in for Luka Doncic. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. Mavericks trail by 12.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Toronto.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first two.
And I think it says a lot about them that they were able to salvage this game. When you drop the first two against a team, you can often get down on yourself. They overcame that mental roadblock. They were impressive in doing so.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
for Fred VanVleet.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
And here are the Raptors now after the Mavericks pick up 3. Shots good by Siakam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. It's going to be on Siakam.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Dallas, Spencer Dinwiddie. One shot.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.